Hi guys, I'm gonna turn that down. Now, I just spent a really long time recording a really long video, and admittedly, it was very shite. I couldn't formulate any kind of sentence or thought, and, which is really dangerous because I was talking about a kind of topic. But, as it turns out, my phone kind of shuts itself off. You think I would learn this from my top 5 anime list, but even if you're recording a video, it stops at exactly 30 minutes unless you interact with the phone. So, yeah, it kind of went off after 30 minutes. So, yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that all that is gone, but at the same time, if it didn't go, I would have uploaded it and probably would have offended somebody. Now, the main thing about that video was, sorry I keep looking off to the side and kind of just glancing over at the TV. The main thing of that video was, racism. And a lot of the other points kind of need, like, a lot of explaining, but I think the main thing, well, the one that doesn't is, this all, like, inspired. The reason I started talking about racism and stuff is because of YouTube comments on certain videos and whatnot, and how people were arguing that things were racist when, no, it had nothing to do with the person's race. You're just being, completely overly sensitive about it. Like, particularly, there's a video on YouTube called Howard Stern Makes a 7-Year-Old Rapper Cry, and the gist of it is, a 7-year-old black boy comes onto the stage, and he does a rap. And obviously he's 7. No one was ever really going to expect it to be good. It was good for a 7-year-old, I guess, but no one, was expecting it to be able to compete with the competition. Adults. But yeah. So, Howard Stern, like, basically 2 people buzz him out and he stops singing, and then Howard Stern starts saying, you're a nice boy, no one likes putting the buzzer to a 7-year-old, and then the boy starts to cry, and Howard, like, comforts him, starts saying all stuff to him, then he calms down and goes off stage. And Howard Stern was saying I keep saying his full name, he was saying that, he feels bad and all that stuff. And people in the comments were starting to say that, it was racist, and that, not many people were saying this, but there were, like, quite a few saying that it was racist, and if it was a white kid, people would be having a different reaction to it. So, yeah, it's kind of bullshit. Like, the sorts of comments are kind of split into, like, 3 categories. People who are, like, claiming racism, and then, people who are combating that, so I guess 4 types of comments. 3 types of comments, 1 subtype. And then the other 2 were, like, arguments, where some people were saying, oh, he's only 7, give him a chance, which his chance is his rehearsal thing, well, not rehearsal, if that show works the same as Britain's Got Talent and American Idol and X Factor and all these other shows, your chance is that first thing where you perform to the judges, you have to impress judges, that is your chance. But yeah, they were saying things like, he's only 7, give him a chance, that's harsh, that's cruel, blah blah blah. When Howard Stern, there I go again calling him by his full name, but he comforted the kid, which is more than he had to do. He was trying to break it to him extremely softly. Again, more than he really had to do. He could have just said, he could have just buzzed him, said, it's a no. But, yeah. So, so they're saying it's harsh, it's cruel, blah blah blah, and then the other type of comment, people who are, I agree with, in saying that, yes, he probably is good for a 7-year-old, but this is a competition, you know, you can't really cut him any slack just because he's 7, just because he can't take bad news yet. You know, it'd be unfair. You're giving a spot to someone who, you know, doesn't have, I mean, obviously no offense to the kid, again, he was 7 at the time, but, you know, he doesn't really have the talent to really win the competition. He wasn't good, he was good for a 7-year-old, which does not actually always translate to being good. But, yeah, you know, if someone who was older, like a teenager or an adult, had gone on and, you know, done a performance like that, you know, they would have been buzzed off almost instantly. There would have been no kindness given to them, and everyone would be laughing at them. Just because it's a kid doesn't mean, you know, you cut them any slack. You know, it would really be unfair to give them a place in the competition when they don't really deserve it. But I've gone on a bit, but yeah, that was the other type of comment. And then I started going on about all sorts of shit. Like, one in particular was that, you know, the topic of procrastination. I made an absolute idiot of myself. And, I made an absolute idiot of myself, and then I decided to give you guys more reasons to laugh at me. So I started going over the fact that I procrastinate, I'm lazy, and I do really weird and stupid stuff constantly, and that I'm boring and uninteresting. Just giving you more ammo to fire at me. You know, because I wasted, you know, well, if I had uploaded that video, it would have been a complete waste of time for you to actually sit through it, because at the point it started recording, I could not remember where that point was. So, well, obviously it's 30 minutes in, but I cannot remember how long ago that point was, so the video was probably over an hour. That would have been hell to upload and process and all that shit. Oh. Just thinking about it gives me a headache. And then I started talking about certain types of people that I hate. And one of them is one that a lot of people I know have had trouble with recently, because this one particular person being an absolute bitch. I'm not going to say names because it's completely pointless. You guys have, you know, no frame of reference as to who I'm talking about. So, you know, I also feel really weird saying names. It'd be like talking to your friend, and you know someone that they don't, and you keep using their name as if they do. You know, how'd you hear Sarah did this? Who the fuck's Sarah? Oh, just my friend, but yeah, Sarah was doing this, and then John did this, and then Gary did this, and then Sarah said this. Wait, what the fuck? There's a John and a Gary now. This is what I was doing for that entire, probably close to 2-hour-long video. That would have been hell. Absolute hell. Assuming you watched all, which I assume you would turn it off at around 2-3 minute mark. I'm not very interesting on my own when I'm making videos. But yeah, like it. I was going on tangents like this a lot, and then kind of forgetting what my original point was. Backtracking all the way back to, I'm not going to name names. You know, this person seems to think they are better than everyone else, or at the very least wants to be, or like, you know, they have this, they either think they're better than everyone else, or thinks everyone is better than them, and that they need to bring them down to their level so that they can feel better again. You know, just being an absolute bitch. It's not like that she's saying it to it's not like she's saying it to anyone's face either. You know, she's making sure that you are able to know, but not saying it directly to you. And then when she is talking directly to you, she's being extremely nice. You know, I think the technical term for this sort of person is a two-faced lying cunt nugget. I don't know why I added nugget onto the end of that. I was planning to end it at cunt. But anyway, everyone hates this sort of person. Even this sort of person hates this sort of person because they don't see themselves as a two-faced lying cunt nugget. Yeah. You just gotta hate that sort of person because they will be nice as hell to you, and like, there's one other person who is actually very nice and is, from what I can tell, still close, well, not close friends, still friends with this one person. And despite that, this person has been saying that, keep in mind, we're on an acting course, that this other girl cannot sing, can't dance, can't act. So yeah. And she's saying all sorts of shit for stupid, petty reasons and just being a complete fucking bitch. I don't think she's realised that no one's on her side. I'm just kind of using this to vent at the moment. Because I think I said it before when I was making that video about the girl who threatened to kill her dog if One Direction didn't follow her on Twitter or something. But I was about to get onto that topic again. This channel was originally made for me to be able to rant and vent and that sort of thing. And then I couldn't ever find anything to talk about, which is why my first few videos are so spaced out. So yeah. And then I started to record with my friends, and then I got back into well, I was always into Pokemon cards, but I, found other friends who were into Pokemon cards and found places to buy them, so then I started opening them on YouTube, which I kind of, not gonna lie, I kind of want to do less of, just because I don't want my channel to be flooded with that. I don't want that to be my thing, really. I don't know why. Well, I don't think it's going to be a problem, because, I don't know if anyone else does this, but I kind of, go in and out of phases of fandoms. So, right now, for the longest time, it's been Pokemon cards. I'm so into Pokemon cards, I want to buy a load, and I want to play a lot, and build decks and whatnot. And now I'm sort of, creeping out of that again. So I probably won't be buying as many, and I'll probably, get my friends and play every now and again, whenever we can, really. But I don't think I'm going to be buying as many, so I won't be opening as many on YouTube. So, sorry about that, I guess. But yeah. I mean, it's not like you guys would be short for code cards, which, for that competition thing, like I said, there's still, there's still the Genesect code for the question of, what two friends did I open my, were with me in opening Pokemon cards with friends. Names of those two. For that thing, there's still 4 code cards left: the Genesect deck, Froakie deck, and the 2 Fennekin decks. And like I said, every day I'll be putting 1 or 2 on the YouTube feed thing. There's already 2 up now because, yesterday and today. So yeah, check that, I guess, if you want codes. Oh yeah, I probably won't be opening as many Pokemon cards. And considering that the most often times I make YouTube videos is when I'm opening Pokemon cards, there probably won't be as much content from me. That's why I'm trying to do things like this, trying to find something else to fill the gaps. So, I don't really want my... I don't really want my channel to be just one thing, really. That's just boring. Because, whenever I thought, a couple of years ago, whenever I thought I wanted to do a YouTube channel, I always thought of doing different things. oh, I want to do a Let's Play channel, I want to do a review channel, I want to do a ranting channel, I want to do, well, I don't even remember, I wanted to do so much shit. But yeah, I might as well just cram it into one channel. There you go. Because I'd get bored doing the same thing over and over again. Just, bleh. Anyway, I'm going to go. This video, I guess, will be another in the ramblings of a madman little thing. There will be more of these, because I can't shut my fucking mouth. And I also can't stop rambling and going off on tangents and blah 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 blah. You've heard it all before, probably, maybe, I don't know. Oh, you would have heard it in that last video that I recorded, but on the fucking phone. And it was a shit video, and you could barely hear what I was saying. Even less so than now, because I was talking at this volume with the phone further away. I wish I had my contacts in, but I wore them a really long time today, so. Oh well. My contacts will be in next time, I assure you. That way when I stare like this, ow. That way when I stare like this without blinking for a long time, it'll be fuck's sake. That way when I stare for a really long, The point was going to be that it would be creepy. Goodbye, people.